Did you have a good weekend? What'd you do? I watched the fights. Meh, pizza was good. Sometimes you just need an excuse to fucking sit around and do drugs and eat pizza. So, thank you, UFC. I like that female champion, Rose, whatever her last name is. She's fucking adorable. She's got nice footwork. Then I went antiquing. Big weekend. Fights and antiquing. Picked up some jazz records and some country. Rose Nama Junis, whatever. She's adorable and she can fight. I love that shit. Yup. What'd you do? Did you rage? You hungover right now? I've been watching the Dean Martin celebrity roasts. I'm gonna watch those until they take them off. I think they'll take them off Amazon soon. Cause they went the fuck in back in the day. Jesus Christ. I don't wanna hear this song no more. Let's hear this song. I wanna hear this song. Yeah. Oh, we got a good show for you today. Anna Akbari, the doctor, Ph.D. Anna Akbari. That's my motherfucking dog. She's got like a bunch of topics that she brings in and she's like talks about them. Today it's going to be tribalism. Look at that. Tribalism in today's society. Check out the big brain on us. Fucking smart show. That's that college shit right there, motherfuckers. Oh, don't fucking cry. You got black, white, or other too. Let's see. I'm looking at the picture or at the stories. That's a good one. That's another good one. Good ones in here, guys. Good job. All right. I'm be happy to read these. I'll be proud to read these. There's been some weeks where I'm like, really? That was it? That was the best you could do? It's a big world here, guys. But these, fucking awesome. Pat yourself on the back, whoever did that. Oh, I was complaining about my stomach on Friday. Thanks to everybody that, like, sent me, like, different things to take. I just bought one of everything. I drove directly to the health food store and bought one of everything they told me to eat. I'm just got in a fight with a Mexican chick on the way over there. Fucking get off your is this like a national occurrence or is it just LA? Motherfuckers, their face will be so far in the phone, they just walk out into the middle of fucking traffic. Like this bitch just walks out into the middle of traffic. And I'm like, so I gotta hit the brakes and I'm like, get off your phone. She's like, fuck you. Like she does. Like she turns fucking full chunty on me and starts cussing me out. Get out the car. I'm like, I'm not gonna fight you, you dumb bitch, you fucking rat. I'm having a conversation with her in the fucking, like, I'm stopped having a conversation. I'm like, I'm not gonna fight you, you fucking rat. Get off your fucking phone, you rat bitch. Can you imagine? What the fuck is this bullshit? This fucking faggy shit. Bayside. How does this shit end up in my fucking computer, man? Turn that down. That's embarrassing. What is this shit? Get it off. That's better. Can you imagine? Like I'm back to my story. Can you imagine? I get into a fist fight. Like I hop out of my vault on the way to the health food store to get into a fist fight with some Mexican broad over her being on the fucking phone. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking LA, man. I gotta get out of here. I'm going to Detroit next week. Can't fucking wait. Can't wait. But yeah, so anyway, I bought all the shit that y'all told me to buy, and my stomach is slowly getting better, so thank you. I didn't know which would work, so I just bought it all. And I'm even starting to put weight back on, so there you go. Do I look like I can put weight back on, John?
Not just yet.
God damn it.
Sorry.
My color's back, though. Like, I'm more colorful. You're just jealous. He won't even acknowledge it. You're just jealous because you're pasty, John.
What?
You're a pasty fuck.
No, you've got a glow about you.
Whatever, dude. So shout out to you guys. Thank you. All right, so we got black, white, or other. And news. Facebook. Facebook's going to tell you if they were spying on you or not? Is that what the story is? All right, Facebook might just tell you if they were spying on you or not. And more on that weed that makes your eyes bleed. It's fake weed. It's not the real weed.
The spice.
I do a lot of, like, self-destructive things, but, like, man, you really got to hate yourself to fucking smoke some shit to make your fucking eyes bleed.
At this point.
Like, even if I knew it was going around, I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to find something else to fucking smoke.
Weed is so readily available. I mean, are these kids doing it, or?
I don't know, man. I think, like, some people, they gotta drop piss.
Oh, right.
You getting drug tested and shit. You might be on probation or in the military, so you switch over to that. I'll figure something else out. But look into GHB, guys. Just little touches of it. Not too much. It'll make you go to sleep. Knock you out.
When I tell people that you do GHB, they look at me with such confusion. What is he doing?
I know, man. I know. Everything I choose is like a party drug of a fucking homosexual in 1997. I'm like 20 years late and not gay. Like, I like what I like. I am what I am. All right, play some music. Come on back.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Hey, you want to play a game? Bet you do. It's called Black, White, or Other, and it's a game that we play. 5 headlines on the news. I'll read them to you. You got to guess whether the person doing the shit is black, white, or other. Other would be, I don't know, fucking Jamaican, Arab, some type of Arab, Inuit, shit like that. Black and white, self-explanatory. You get 3 out of 5. You win. We got what? We got some dildos from Doc Johnson and Frederick Benjamin Beard Products. Or I can send you a book. Hummingbird. I wrote it. It's pretty good. Not to fucking pat myself on the back. Not to toot my own horn, but beep fucking beep. All right, so those are your possible prizes. John, do me a favor and hit me with a test question so people that never played this understand how it goes.
There's a woman who stopped and the cops found some cocaine, and she blamed the wind on how the cocaine wound up in her purse.
I hate to do this to you, but somebody...
Oh, you've seen this one?
Somebody sent that to me. It was a black lady.
That is correct.
Yeah.
All right. I've got a meter-long cable being removed from some guy's penis. So he put the cable in his penis to stop an itch.
Shit. That's some white people shit.
Man,
that is white people shit.
Have you ever seen that porn where they insert like rods in some guy's dick? Oh my god.
Sorry. No, I haven't seen that porn. Why the fuck would I watch that porn, John?
I don't know. It just sort of pops.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. I don't like zip popping. I don't like none of that weirdo. I don't like my friends like it. They like watching cyst removal and shit getting poked into things.
Ugh.
I don't know. I think I'm too empathetic, man. Like I just feel like, oh, it makes my dick hurt. Just even saying it. Did you just pull it up? Is it behind me?
No.
It just started glowing behind me. So I was like, there better not be a fucking
no.
pins and dicks.
Oh my god.
They got some. Yo, I jerked off. I can't even say it. Like I jerked off to some shit yesterday that was just like. I just like after I nutted, I just felt really awful about myself. I was like, damn, dog. Like fuck, really? Like really? It's come to this? Like it was dominatrix porn, like that type of shit, and I was just like, "Fuck, dude, you're fucked up." And then I went back and watched some TV after cleaning myself up. But yeah, so I understand how you can get there, but like, really, pins in your dick? Like, who the fuck wants to?
Generally, like rods and stuff like that. I don't know. Oh, I
how did you get there? Was you by yourself, or were you like drunk with friends, like trying to gross each other out?
No, I was just by myself and said, "Hey, what's she doing?" Worse. Oh my god! And then I just closed the tab or something.
You have to go down. You gotta take about 20 wrong turns to get to rods in the dick. I've never fucking got there.
It's definitely a dark road.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like, because I know the one that I got to, like, I had to go through, like, a lot of shit to get to this woman. Like, you know, because it's like, you might like this, you might like this, you might like this.
Oh.
Next thing I know, they got some broad in the cage. They're doing awful things to her. Oh, yeah. It was so bad, dude. I was like, I cannot believe you just nutted at that. But then I was like, yeah, I guess I can. I'm fucking awful. Was it a white guy?
You want to guess or no?
I said it was a white thing. I said it was white people do that shit. White people fucking. It was white people. I can't see a brother. I can't see a black guy putting things inside his dick like that. Other
in China.
Fuck me. That was the only other way I was gonna go is literally Chinese.
Again, he was saying he had an itch, and then so to fix the itch, he inserted this cable into his penis.
He's lying on his dick. He did not have an itch.
Oh my god! On the way out, it became tank. Yeah, I don't want to read this.
Don't tell me.
Right,
don't tell me.
It was not a good.
Stop, John. You always saying the worst shit.
What's your name?
Glow stick insertion into penis.
What's your name?
Bro.
You got a whole range of options. I'm
I'm
sorry.
not even
Don't
look.
look. Don't look. Don't look.
All right.
No. Don't worry about it.
Hell motherfucking nah, bro.
The glow stick
Looks
one.
like anteaters when they stick their tongue out. That's a real bummer. That is a real fucking bummer, man. I can't believe there's a gang of fucking. There's like 40 of those videos.
You got options if that's your thing.
Fuck that shit, man. Get one of those guys. Let's see if you can book one of those guys. I want to talk to him. I also want to talk to one of those guys that likes to get kicked in the fucking nuts.
Yeah, I've got a line on that guy.
Do you?
It's a pretty small community.
I want to see the dude come in here and just explain why he likes it and then get kicked in the nuts.
About a year ago, he agreed to do it, and then he just kind of disappeared. It's kind of slippery. Just penis guys.
Slippery shit. All right. The game is black, white, or other. 5 headlines. You got to guess whether the person is black, white, or other based on the shit that they're doing. Call up and you can play now. 888-742-3345. Let's go.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand. Overcoming racial stereotypes, one story at a time. The All Out Show presents Black, White, or Other.
5 headlines. You got to get 3 out of 5 right. I'm going to read you the headline. You got to guess whether the person is black, white, or other. Freaky G.
What's good? What's good, Jude?
What up, though? Out there in Chicago. What part you at?
I'm downtown right now as we speak. It's fucking snowing. I hate it.
All right. I'm sorry about that. Shout out to the Shy. That's where I got my start. I got a special little love in my heart for you, for your city. All right. You ready to do this shit?
Let's go. Let's go. Long time listener.
Man steals exotic fish, stuffs them down his pants. The fish costs they're not 18 and 20 a piece. It's not that exotic. $20 for a fucking fish. I'm just saying. That's it. The man, let's see, he entered the pet store with a woman. The lady distracted him while he stole electric blue Acaras and blue ram Sychilds? Sichels? I don't know how to pronounce fish.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm on a tour. I'm going towards like black. That's some nigga shit. We love putting shit on our pants. But I don't know. Fuck.
What do you think? Is it the fact that
Well,
it's
give me a
fish?
state. Give me. Did it tell you the
Florida.
State? Florida.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. That just threw me off. White to the motherfucker. Then could be some hillbilly shit. Exotic fish. Fuck.
I'm looking at
You
it.
tell me the name or no? You gotta tell me the name.
I'm looking at
Would that give it away?
I told you the kind of fish. I told you he had an accomplice. Jesus Christ, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm watching
going
the
towards
video.
my gut, just black niggas. Yeah, niggas does shit like that.
Is it black?
Fuck. No.
I'm gonna read you the name. Cruz Orlando Garcia Jr.
Ah, other. Yeah. Shit.
That's why I couldn't tell you the name. That was his father must be proud.
I thought they was hard workers. The fuck was this about?
Let's see. They got a picture of him? Oh, man. Damn. Yeah, he looks, I don't know, maybe Cuban or some shit. I can't tell. He looks like he'd be good at baseball. That's all I can. Maybe Dominican. I don't know. Yeah. They popped him. They caught his ass. Damn, they arrested his ass too. They don't play. They put him in an orange jumpsuit. And off some fish. Like, relax. All right. You got the first one wrong. Here's the next one. Obnoxious passenger is shamed back to coach after helping herself to first class. So basically what happened was this woman tried to sneak into first class 3 fucking times. 3 times. And they got it on video, and finally somebody from first class was like, just return to your seat. Once, twice, thrice, because that's how they talk in the first class. The bitch just said thrice on her. They asked you, have you no shame? And the lady finally went back to where she was supposed to be.
I don't know. I feel like niggas, once we get caught like the first time, we just say fuck it. We say fuck it after that. Like, we too scared to even try to. Like, that seemed like some white privilege shit. Like, I can try it again. No one really cares.
Let me see.
I could.
All right. So you think it's some white people shit?
That sounds like some white people shit. Like, I'm in the right here. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Get the fuck on.
Is it? Is it white? She was Asian.
You keep on throwing me off with these fucking curveballs.
You keep acting like there's only 2 races in this fucking world. You haven't even brought up other as even thinking about it. Like, it could, like, you haven't even considered other yet. It was a. I gotta play. They got a video of it. Damn, he cussing her ass out. Damn, she's laid out in that bitch too on her phone. She took up all 3 seats. She didn't give a fuck.
He said, "Eh, ho." Fuck on.
Did he yell Z Chow or was I tripping? Like, bring that back. Like, damn, he gave her the business. They don't give a fuck in China, bro. Like, I was like on my Instagram, I was posting about it. Like, there was some American Chinese girl, and she was complaining that just the Chinese people just walk up on her and just be like, "You're fat." Like, they don't care. They don't give a fuck. She was all upset about it. All right, so you got to get this next one right.
All right. Let me fucking throw me off. All right, cool.
All right. Let's see. Man found naked trying to steal a helicopter after driving a stolen car into a lake.
He was found naked?
He was butt-ass naked trying to steal a helicopter.
The fuck? What state? Can you give me the state?
It's in Scotland.
All right. Well, then, that narrows it down. Thank you. Let's go with white.
That's why I felt so bad about giving you the fucking. You was like, "Can I get the state?" It's I thought I was giving you a fucking. I thought I was just throwing you a softball with stealing shit naked. Like,
stealing shit, that could be any. That could be anybody.
I don't know. The first thing I think of is PCP and black guys. That's the first thing I go to.
That could be anybody. We like to get naked sometimes. Okay.
Yeah, cats get high. Oh wait, it happened in Kentucky.
Yeah. Well,
God damn it!
Why does it say Glasgow?
That's the story I got. Yeah, well, Glasgow, Kentucky, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's Bowling Green Daily News.
Oh. Damn, she gave you. You got fake news, bro. You got fake news. It was in It wasn't in Scotland. It was in Kentucky. Would that have changed things for you? It would have, wouldn't it?
That changed everything. That changed every fucking thing.
All right, we'll give you another. It was a black guy, by the way. Travis Smiley. I know it fucked me up too. I was like, damn, like the one, like I was like, what are the odds of like a black guy in Scotland won, and then him being butt naked trying to steal some shit. And then the way they caught his ass, they found wet footprints around the helicopter. Around the helicopter.
Yeah, fuck. All
right, that one doesn't count since I gave you fucking false info. Here's the next one. Man with quote, I'm a thief and an idiot tattooed on his face is arrested for stealing deodorant.
Shit. Fuck, I almost said, I wanted to say white, but god damn it. Niggas got face tattoos too, but nothing that fucking bold. We might get our mama's names or some shit like that. Well, bitch, we love, but nothing like that. God damn it. Hey, I'm a thief and an idiot? Yeah, that's some white people I hate myself shit. But then, no other race. Fuck with that. I don't think so. I don't see Jesus putting that shit on his motherfucking face at all. Tell me. Okay, give me.
I'm not giving you no more hints, man. This is your second fucking. This was your second.
You kept on throwing me fucking curveball. Fuck. Yeah, let me. All right. Let's go with white. Let's go with fucking white. God damn it!
Man, the Freaky G, you are awful at this.
I am good. Every other fucking day. God damn it.
Damn. So basically what happened, the reason why it says I'm a thief and idiot was a tattoo artist caught him trying to steal his bike, so they like roughed his ass up and fucking they tattooed it on his forehead last year.
Holy shit.
And then they even taped it. They grabbed him by his fucking head and
this is scary.
Damn, dude, this is down in Brazil. They don't play in fucking Brazil, bro. They tattooed that shit across his fucking forehead, and then the very next year, he fucking tried to steal some deodorant.
What is going on in Brazil?
It looks like some bootleg Axe, too. Like the spray-on Axe shit. The Brazilian version.
Really?
There's other, yeah.
Jesus.
Juan Rocha da Silva.
That is awful.
Yep.
Fucked them up and men gave them a tattoo about that shit.
All right. Okay, so you're going to have to keep playing even though you can't win mathematically.
All right, that's fine.
Man applies to woman's college to improve chances of finding a girl.
I would I would do that shit. I would do that shit. I don't give a fuck. Shit. Man applies to a women's college. I didn't even know that it was a women's college.
Yeah, I think I don't know if yeah, I guess they got women's colleges. Yeah.
That's sexist as fuck.
I know, it's funny how shit works that way, isn't it?
What's that? Shit.
All right, come on, Freaky G. It's not even like you can win. Well, I don't know why you fucking taking all this time.
Such an asshole. Let's say other on that one.
Can he get one right? Is it other? Yeah, China.
Nice.
There you go.
I've seen an Asian guy. I'm like, a lonely Asian guy would do some shit like that. No,
that is yeah. He said, yeah. He literally says, "This school has many girls. If I can study here, there won't be a problem finding a companion." Fucking A.
I'm like, yo, we niggas had too much pride for that, and white people. Yeah.
They would be like, I identify as a girl. They wouldn't do it to get girls. They were like, I am a girl. Respect my fucking gender, and then like go and do that shit. All right, so you gotta get this last. Here's the last one. 3 people arrested in a string of break-ins of more than 50 homes in 12 countries.
Oh, that's easy. That's white people. White people only travel around and do some shit like that.
It was the traveling that made you go Caucasian on it.
It was 12 fucking countries. Niggas don't have passports like that.
Oh wait, no, 12 counties. Does that change anything?
Oh, that changed. Stop giving me fake news. Stop. I'm about to call you John.
No.
Fucking Jude. That county?
I mean, still 12 counties. That's a lot of fucking counties, man. Counties are big as shit.
Shit.
I don't even think I've been in 12 counties in Michigan. You know what I mean? Like, maybe on a road trip, like having to drive up to the Upper Peninsula, but like 12 counties is a lot. That's a lot, bro.
That is.
Think how big Cook County is.
It is a big fucking county. Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, that does change everything. Let me see. Who the fuck traveled 12 counties?
Did it say what they were stealing? Stainless steel stoves and fridges. Damn.
Fuck. Yeah, I gotta go with black now. I changed it to black.
All right.
The fucking stoves and we always got a cousin that would scrap that shit.
Is it black? It was white.
Fuck.
It was white.
I should have went with the gut.
I was trying to talk you back into it. I really tried my hardest. Like, I don't know. There's a lot. 12's a lot to travel. I tried, Freaky G.
I should have went with the gut and the traveling. Fuck.
Yeah, you was right with the travel. You was right with the road trips. I didn't think about that shit.
Y'all love road trips. We don't like that shit.
Sell some dope, maybe. You know. But that's it. That's
right.
It. Oh, shit, man. Freaky G, you did not win. And you got 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. 1 out of 6 if you want to count the Scotland one. Bum. But I'm not going to hold that one against you. I would have gone white, too. That's fine.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I'm way better at this. Way better at this.
Everyone is until they hop on the phone. And then everything changes. You start second guessing yourself. Something's on the line. You'll get it next time. You'll be eligible. God damn it, tongue twister. You'll be able to play. You'll be able to play in 2 years from now. So there you go.
All right.
That's Freaky G. Thanks for listening, bro. Be well, man.
All right. Have a good one.
Peace. Freaky G, y'all, did not fare well. Coming up next, Anna Akbari and more. Let's go.
Sandy Hook. You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude.
I ain't scared, nigga, I'm brave. YG a rapper, any full-fledged bang.
Shade 45. I got the doc, Anna Akbari.
What's up?
Start Up Your Life. Hustle and Hack Your Way to Happiness is your book.
It is.
We're not having you come on here and not plugging that book.
I mean, otherwise,
damn it.
I'm just going to leave right now.
I mean, what's the purpose? Like,
we're going to
what's
say
it
it
all
like
for?
at least 20 more times.
if you could only start up your life and hustle and hack your way to
you
happiness.
might be happier.
Yep, that's it. If there was a book about it written by Anna Akbari, you should go grab that bitch.
You really should.
Grab that motherfucker. What are you here to talk about today?
I'm here to talk about tribalism.
Tribalism.
Mm-hmm.
Break that down for me. Because I have certain shit comes in my brain when I think about tribalism.
So I want to know what just came into your brain when I said that.
Well, it's kind of funny. I don't want to get too deep on it. So you go.
Okay.
Because I think I'm right, but I want you to fucking say it.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to talk about tribalism from a sense of community and connection and how we've lost a lot of that in modern Western culture.
Ah.
Yes.
How so?
Well, so it's we could blame it on technology, but certainly that's a factor. But it's not just that. It's also family configurations. It's suburban and urban life. We're very isolated. Right? We're not necessarily connecting with individuals. We don't know who our neighbors are. We're not belonging to groups and social societies like we used to. We might think those sound really trite and antiquated, and they they largely have become that, but they also served a really functional purpose, which is
like
bonding us.
Like church wasn't just
about God.
It's about community.
It's more about
ritual.
community. Yeah. That's why people who go to church actually are happier people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some would argue it's because God makes them happier.
Others would argue it's because they're dumb and believe in God.
And others
could
could say it's because they have more thriving social connections than the average person.
You're saying... So, all right. So basically what happened is motherfuckers move from the farm into the city. You're breaking up intergenerational, like grandma, grandpa. Like I was raised.
Extended families. Yeah. We're not even seeing our own families very often.
Like I got all, like, I had to come out here to get my money. There's no fucking, like my grandparents, like.
Didn't follow you.
Like no one's, and if I settle down with somebody here, and get them pregnant, then there's not going to be fucking no grandma, grandpa
to come help
aunts,
care
uncles.
for the kids.
There's no community. It's just you and your fucking child.
So what that does is it puts so much more pressure on the friends that we make and also on our life partner if we choose to have one. We now expect that person to be everything for us because they have to fill the void of all these other individuals that used to circulate and play really important roles in our lives.
So what's the answer?
Well, I like to use the example of the military. I haven't been in the military, and to my knowledge, you haven't either, but I have a lot of friends who have been. And one of the things that they talk about, especially if they're considering getting out of the military, is that they're not sure they're going to be able to replicate that same sense of community, of tribalism, of belonging that they feel within it. And that's because they know that these guys and women have their backs. They know that, there can't...
It's life or death out there.
It matters. But that carries over a lot of times into how those people live their lives even when they're not in a war zone.
No, like I got I got a homie that I met sight unseen, had him come to my crib because he was out, he served with my cousin. And I was like, all right, yo, if my cousin co-signs them, they were fucking getting each other's back in the most dangerous situations. Then he's welcome in my home because he's as good as family.
Right.
Like right off rip. Like I trusted him as well as that. I was like, all right.
Yeah. Because there's loyalty, there's courage, there's a sense of a respect, a kind of deference for social community cohesion that I think we've largely lost in our everyday lives.
But I think we're going to here is the problem, and I'm guessing this is where you're going to go next. People are still searching for tribalism, but
absolutely.
You find it now they're going online, and now we got like echo chambers.
Sure, we have that. We also have an uptick in violence is often a result of feeling isolated, of feeling that we don't have that sense of community and connection. So that's a really unfortunate byproduct of it. Some people actually theorize that, and this is, I think, particularly sad, that online multiplayer video games have become one of the best and easiest ways for us to feel these what are called pro-social emotions of, loving, kindness, compassion toward other people. That we can get it more easily from a video game now than from our sort of physical everyday lives.
That's the most depressing shit I've ever heard. I got homies that were like fucking real, like big into World of Warcraft back in the day.
But
like
they felt very close to the people.
He ended up marrying his wife. They're still together now.
Absolutely.
Like they're still together. Mm-hmm. Like people meet off of that shit. That's why, like, if you're married and your fucking girl is on some fucking whatever the fuck they play now, you better check her ass. Because I guarantee there's a dude spitting game to her. I guarantee it.
But think about what makes us bond with people. It's anything where there's something at stake. And we largely feel that the people in our lives are disposable now. We feel that we can go and swipe again and find a new partner. We can do virtually the same thing with a new friend if we want to. We feel we have a misconception about the number of actual friends that we really have and how close we are with them. So, we're not valuing those ties and we're not doing what needs to happen to invest in those relationships so that they're actually giving us what we need.
888-742-3345. 888-742-3345. Hey, fuck it. Jesus Christ. 888-742-3345. Yeah, that's it. God, he's fucking dumb today. Oh, you got a moron on your hands today, Anna.
I don't believe that.
All right, so there's really I thought violent crimes are going down.
No, I mean like the whole kind of like lone shooter kinds of things. Those are often individuals who are very isolated and disassociated from society.
Yeah. Let's go to Jay in Maryland. Jay, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in and let Shorty know that it is definitely hard for veterans to, when we leave the military to transition back into the civilian world. I mean, we fucking hate civilians, y'all. They don't understand. They can't do shit right. And then it's just hard acclimating back into society when you were in such a close-knit and tight family. And then you don't have anybody when you get out.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny your view of civilians. I don't disagree with you either. It's you said they don't do shit right, and
yo, dog, they can't get the fuck right. You know what I'm saying? Whenever there's a task, something that needs to be accomplished, I'm gonna say you, because you're a fucking civilian. Y'all go about it completely the wrong way, man. Like, I mean, approach the problem and fucking solve it. Now we got to tiptoe around this shit. You know what I'm saying? Do a whole bunch of extra BS instead of solving the frickin' problem.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think would be the best approach for society to more closely mimic the military and civilians to more closely mimic
find an enemy and kill them?
Returned vets. Because I think,
mean, honestly,
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, it's okay.
After you.
Oh, I was going to say, because I think that I also don't disagree with you, but I think the challenge is how do we start to institutionalize that and teach those skills?
Well, first and foremost, you need to realize that there's too many fucking chiefs and not enough Indians. Somebody's going to head something up. They need to head something up. You know what I'm saying? Take control, take the reins, and delegate. And people need to fucking execute. Stop asking a whole bunch of minuscule and stupid-ass questions to get the mission done. Somebody has a clear, concise plan. Execute. Just execute. There will be an opportunity for somebody else to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come. This is life. There's plenty of it to live. But at this point in time, and at that segue, wherever you're approaching a problem and it needs to be solved, whatever industry that you're in, you just need to fucking soldier in, do it, and move forward. You know, it's going to be opportunity for people to lead, but it's just too many fucking chiefs and not enough in.
I think that's a good point. And, you know, if you think about modern Western society, especially in the U.S., we're taught that we should all be the best. We're taught about individualism.
Yeah, I was going to just say that we're taught that, like, being in, like, there's something to, you look at certain Eastern cultures and, like, there's a hierarchy. Like, I got homies, like, there's 10 of them, and it's a big brother tells the next brother, tells the next brother, tells the next brother, and they run shit. In certain things, they sacrifice certain things, but boy, oh boy, they got a tight knit community, and they get shit done. That's
what they get in exchange is they get this sense of tribal community and belonging.
Well, Jay, I hope you can find some fucking army motherfuckers and shit that you can bitch about us about.
You know what I would suggest, which is not necessarily a popular opinion with a lot of people, is I think a mandatory 1 to 2 years of some kind of service after high school, be it in the military or doing some type of development work. Like I was in the Peace Corps. You could do AmeriCorps, you know, whatever it is.
Shit.
You don't think that there should be a mandatory year of service?
I don't think there should be. I don't think anyone has any right to my time.
Right about that shit.
What? You agree?
He agrees. I already don't like taxes. You're gonna fucking make me go be somewhere I don't want to fucking be?
Maybe there'd be some way that you can get out of it, but I don't know. I just feel like society would be a better place if everyone had to do a year.
I think society would be a better place if there was like a fucking man in the house and.
Can it be a woman in the house?
I think there needs to be both parents in the house, and
ideally,
fucking people are held accountable. Like, I think that society would be a better place. Like, to be quite frank.
But what if that doesn't happen? Because that's never going to happen.
Then you want the government to force people to
well, then
go
what's
do
the
shit?
solution? What's a viable solution?
There isn't one. Is the problem? You just deal with how shitty things are now. Like that's it. Like it's a wrap. It's done.
I don't want to resign myself to that reality.
Kenny in Texas. Kenny.
Hey, Anna, Jude, what's up?
Hey,
Anna, I really like what you're saying. I agree with everything that you said up to this point. My question is, what did you find during this process of writing your book? What did you find out about cultures and yourself, and what is ultimately your end thesis?
What? All right, look.
oh, Kenny. Poor Kenny. God, did you just hang up on him?
I just put him on hold.
Oh, I thought you hung up on him.
I don't want to go down this one. But
that's going to be
That's a whole nother thing.
It is. Kenny, we can chat about that offline.
Look, man, people people are sacrificing. Like, you know, I'm an atheist, so therefore I don't have fucking church to go to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or I wouldn't even commit to atheism, but I'm
agnosticism, maybe.
Yeah, not give a fuck is. I'm a not give a fuck is.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't have that weekly thing to go to.
Right.
I don't have anyone that holds me accountable. I'm like,
yeah.
And like, it's crazy now. You got like a 40-year-old in the fucking city, single. I'm like a wild dog. Like I'm feral as fuck, and there's a total lack of community. So this resonates with me. I really relate to it.
Where do you find, if at all, do you find your sense of connection and community?
Just through my friends. But like you said, you know, motherfuckers can cycle through friends. I'll cut a motherfucker off.
Which I do myself, and I think it's the right thing to do. You know, if you're going to set a standard for yourself in the way you want to behave and be treated, and other people, even when you perhaps address it with them, are not interested in rising to that, then I think it's fine to shift your attention somewhere else. We only have so many hours in the day, and there are a lot of people that you could be focusing on.
This is what I would do. Like, my plan is to fucking cake up, get the fuck out of here, and go back to where I'm from. Like, that would
to Michigan?
Yeah, because ultimately that's where my community would be. Like,
even now, after all these years, you still feel like it's stronger there than it would be here.
All my family is still there. You know? Like, so that's where my family is. Mm-hmm. Some people, like, if you're from a place where you can make money and stick around, like, it's more of a blessing than you know.
Yeah, I think another thing that factors in is we have a chronic problem of a culture of busyness, where everyone just feels like they're the busiest, and so it's easy to deflect, whether it's an actual cry for help from someone or just wanting to socialize and connect.
I know, and ain't nobody doing shit either. Like, busy doing
people
what?
Are not even a fraction as busy as they think they are.
They're not productive. I mean, like, if you like look back in the day, like, you had to fucking bake your own bread and wash your own dishes and cut your own lawn and do all of this fucking work. Like, that's
real physical labor.
Yeah.
And
like,
they weren't checking Instagram every 5 minutes.
Yeah, you had to actually get up and change the channel when you didn't like that shit. Like, we got all this fucking time on our hands.
We have a ton of it.
Let's go to Chris in Houston.
Hey, Jude, what's going on, man? Long-time listener. Anna, I got a question for you. What sort of advice can you give me if I'm trying to tell somebody I want to invest in our relationship? I'm also part of military. Mm-hmm. I really agree with what you guys are saying. You know, that ride or die. I've got your back no matter what. And yeah, a lot of these civilian people don't really understand that. So what kind of advice do you have for us to kind of tell somebody that, you know, we want to be, you know, down for the cause or whatever, without sounding too much like a pussy, I guess?
No. Well, you know, one bit of advice that you've perhaps heard before, which might sound a little self-helpy, but I think it's accurate, is that we should treat others in relationships the way we are wanting to be treated. And I think often the modern mindset is, well, I'm going to withhold until this person gives me X, right? So if you lean in to certain individuals, so for instance, for me, I love hosting things.
Yeah.
Like I love playing host. I like cooking for people. Like these are things that I find there's a real void in today's society. And I know that not everyone's going to reciprocate in that exact same way.
I used to do that. I used to do the cheese plate parties.
They're so fun.
And fucking ball out on the motherfuckers. Sure. It's kind of tough because it's like, it's hard. He's been re-socialized. Going to the military, like, I hear what you're saying about you think people should serve, and I understand what you're saying. And it's needed because in the military, it breaks you down and rebuilds you to count on one another.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
And it matures you, I think, very quickly.
But the problem is like he's out in the world, he's dealing with all these people that were raised like spoiled brats with myopic points of view that can't look past themselves.
Well, I think where we decide to geographically settle also plays a role in that. You know, go to a place if possible, and if you don't think it's possible, then really do some searching and what are the things that you can change up in your life, and find the location where you feel you are appreciated and you can connect in the way that you want to connect. You know, I used to live somewhere else and I didn't feel I was getting that kind of connection there, and I moved and I've been able to sort of recreate that. And so sometimes it actually takes a physical geographic move. I mean, other times it's about resituating and recirculating your friendships. Other times it's about, you know, digging deeper into activities that maybe foster a certain mindset.
Have you considered that?
That was going to be my last suggestion, of course.
On your level, man.
That's like most of my friends I just do drugs with. So like I'm like, then what do we got in common? We just do drugs and argue.
But think about that. Certain activities attract certain mindsets.
Yes.
You know, so move toward the activities that attract the mindset of the person that you want to be around.
That's what I was saying.
That's what Jude was trying to get to.
Let's go to Ryan in New Hampshire. Ryan.
Yo, Jude, I think it's bullshit that you're saying that you need both parents in the household. All you really need is structure and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I disagree. I think it's important to have female and male energy in the house, and I'll even take it one step further. I think it's important to have like old people around too, like intergenerational.
There you go. But that's where you taught me about not having a nuclear family. Back in the day, there was no nuclear family. That's a new thing. You taught me that it's a community that raises people.
No, I agree with that.
One thing that we need that military has that the civilians don't have. It's something that bonds them no matter what. So what the country needs is something that bonds them from the get-go, from the start to the end. You know what I mean? We all have something to look at. It's like, it's us.
I don't know. Yeah, but like, I don't know. How is that wrong? How is what I said wrong then? Like,
well, I'm just saying, you're saying that mom and dad need to be there, but obviously today with divorce rates and all this and that bull crap, maybe it's
I think, and I'm saying that's negatively affecting our fucking country. As somebody that came from a fucking broken home, like I'm kind of fucked up off of this shit. Like I'm gonna be real with you.
But what about situations where one parent either dies or never really existed, or you know what are you suggesting then?
No, I'm not suggesting anything. Like I have no fucking answers for that.
So
like
you're
I don't
just
know.
saying this is the ideal.
This is the ideal. This is what you want to shoot for. I think.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I hate to say that. Like I never thought that until I'm like 40 years old, drug problem, single. Like damn, wow, okay. All that fuck shit, man. Growing up with all that fuck shit did affect me. I didn't realize that until now, and
I agree. I just feel like I grew up without a mom. You know what I mean? And if I had just had a better education and everything like that, there was more structure and something that would bind me to my peers more so than I wouldn't have needed that family. You know what I mean?
I think
family that I wish I had.
You know what? Like that's dope. Like a lot of people would do a lot with a little. A lot of people would come from broken homes and do a lot. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's an easier road for development and shit like that when you got more people helping. It just seems to make sense.
I think the modern problem is that we've lost both. We're no longer as connected to our actual extended blood family or even our immediate blood family, while simultaneously we're not as connected to our community and our neighbors. We've lost both of them.
Oh yeah, I don't know my neighbors' names.
Right.
There's certain neighbor I don't even know, and we're in the same building. You know what I mean? And I think half the people welcome that. You know, for instance, my neighbors will go out of town and fucking have boxes delivered, and to me it's a bad look because you got your box just sitting out there. That's the, hey, break into my fucking house thing.
Yeah.
Like, to me it's attracting. It's not just for me to be a nice guy to take your box in. Mm-hmm. It's also like, yo, dog, like somebody shady walks by, sees this box like 5-10 times, we're gonna get some break-ins over here. Mm-hmm. So like I have to have conversations with them. Like, would you like me to get your box? Like, that is. Yeah, I'm from the Midwest. It's just
you
like
just would do that.
You just get your neighbor's box. Like, hey man, like I grab your box for you. It's right over here.
And
here it goes.
By the way, here's some cookies I just got.
Yeah, and here's a tall glass of milk. Let's play a song. 888-742-3345. We got Anna Akbari. We're talking about tribalism, the loss of connection in society. Is there an answer for it? We don't know. We're just trying to figure it out. 888-742-3345. Let's go.
Till the casket drops. Third time's the charm, right? Come on. I'm kinda like a big deal.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Shea 45, we are back. Doc Anna Akbari is here. We're talking about tribalism. Give him a quick little rundown on that shit.
We crave tribalism, but we are sorely lacking it in our society. And we all crave it. It's a biological urge. We want to connect. We want to feel like we belong to something. And ironically, even though we're sort of digitally tethered to more people in more places than ever, we're completely isolated. Most of us feel lonely and isolated.
888-742-3345. Let's talk to Gray in Houston. Go ahead, Gray.
Hey, how's it going? So I wanted to talk about the tribalism when it comes to gaming. I'm with a gaming community, and one thing that I notice is when you connect with these people, they can be all over the world, having different points of views and everything. It's easy, and it's easy to just drop it. It's easy to connect, and sometimes you develop this relationship with them that's like real in a way.
Do you feel like you can do that in real life, or do you find it easier to connect with somebody through a game?
Online?
It's a lot easier to connect online because when there's someone online that you don't like, you just delete them. When there's someone in real life, you might run into them over and over. It's really easy to just either be with that group or not be with that group. And I'm with a couple of groups online. And honestly, it's gotten to the point where I've known these people for years, and say one of the chicks in our group or whatever for the game that we play, she freaking broke her PlayStation, and like everybody chipped in and bought her a PlayStation. Or there was a couple of people that were having troubles, and it gets to the point to where we become a community and actually help each other out.
But what do you like? What do you do afterwards? Like, just sit in the crib by yourself, or like?
Where does the satisfaction come from for you?
The satisfaction comes, I guess, mainly from the conversation.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You're able to talk about anything and everything with no filters when it comes to online gaming.
Real conversation is a key component of tribal communities.
That's why I had to.
Okay. But you bring up some really good points. So conversation is huge. The other thing that you touched on in saying that if someone online you don't agree with them, you just delete them. I think that's largely become the mindset. And while I was advocating earlier, if someone can't rise and meet you where you want them to meet you as a friend, then I do think you should move on. But before that, I think conflict resolution is a huge part of any functioning society and community. And that's something that we just don't have. We're not developing the skills to actually do that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like Gray is a walking example. And this ain't even a knock on him. Technology has enabled him to fucking have community without having
conflict resolution,
without having to deal with people.
Yeah.
Like you see it on Reddit, you see it on 4chan, you see it on all of these different all these different platforms where it's like, it's like
the complexity. We don't want the complexity. And that, unfortunately or fortunately, that is the component of relationships that we actually find to be really, really satisfying is the depth and the complexity. If it's all just surface level, we still feel isolated and lonely.
So do you think Gray, you isolated and lonely, or you good?
Well, no, because he's getting the conversation piece. So this is where the gaming community, there's something happening there.
Well, sometimes we take it a little further. I've actually traveled. I do a lot of travel.
So you go see him?
Jude,
all right, yeah.
Jude, go to Colombia, bro. Go to Colombia. Anyways,
yeah.
I've actually traveled.
How's the coke down there?
See a lot of these people.
Bet you it's awesome. Make your whole face numb.
It's like mandatory that you do it as you enter the.
I'll bet. I never did coke. That's the only time I would do coke is if I was in Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. One in Rome. Do it with Romans. Yeah. Let's go to Mark in South Texas. Mark.
Hey, guys. Hey, Jude. What's up, Anna?
Hey.
So, I was going to touch on how you talked about tribes, and I think we're seeing it on the younger demographic. I mean, you've seen kids have used a social platform to enable a mass amount of change that we have seen on a spectrum that where the traditional tribes you're talking about are now, I feel, being obligated to establish their dominance. So I think you're right. We have become isolated, and it has become more of an online family that we kind of run to. And like the gentleman said, we just delete people that we disagree with, and we agree with people.
Yeah, I think that's dangerous.
That's what we talk about.
I think that's fucking really dangerous. Like, all people do is fucking. You guys, cats live in these echo chambers online, and it cosigns your fucking bullshit views, and we all have bullshit views, and they need to be challenged.
Think about Thanksgiving dinner with your extended family.
Yeah, I hate half.
You're stuck with those people.
Yeah, I don't like half of them. You know what I mean?
I don't agree with most of them either.
I don't. And then we have fucking dialogue, and that's fucking cool. And like, I think that's important. I think it's any belief that you have. I think it's important for it to be tested.
And at the end of the day, you still love each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a gang, but
tribes on the younger aspect, because you're stuck. I think you're stuck with your friends, so you're obligated to be friends to maintain that social order because you want to be deemed popular. But when you're talking about family, you're right. You are stuck with these people, but when you really think about it, you're not stuck in the same room. You can always leave. And you're right, that is dangerous because, when you speak to the same people, you're not really engaging the conversation. Mm-hmm. But at the same token, when you talk to people who actually are stuck on that echo chamber, then it becomes dangerous because you are challenging their reality.
Yeah, and I think more people are in echo chambers than they realize too. Like the algorithms are way more fucking.
The technology is
way smarter than you think it is. You think that like everybody thinks the way you do, but they don't. Like that is for sure. Like.
I mean, that's part of why it's so important for us to put ourselves in physical situations where we're around a diversity of people with different backgrounds and opinions.
With thoughts.
And that are talking in real time to each other.
Like, I agree with you. Like, diversity of thought, not just looks. Like,
no, yeah.
Coming from different places and angles. That's a whole nother thing. And I think that's the dangerous place that we're going, where people are looking for this connection. And it's like, Facebook groups, fucking.
I think people need to go old school. Like when I still lived in New York, I used to go to there was a block association group on my block. And
no shit.
It was on 46th Street in New York. And it's a really old school block association. Like it would meet once a month and there was a president. And these were individuals that that most people would never encounter on a daily basis if it weren't for that particular group. But it was a fascinating and wonderful way to get to, it sounds so trite, and yet it was an outlet for community that seems like it's from a bygone era. But those things still exist. You just have to push yourself out there to them.
Catherine in Lafayette, Louisiana. Catherine.
Yes.
Go ahead, you're on.
Okay.
What do you want to say?
Well, I'm trying to listen to the radio and listen to you guys.
Well, turn it off. Turn off the radio. God damn it.
Oh, hold on. I got to still hear.
No, you.
I mean, you guys are still talking. So basically, my God. What it comes down to is I'm listening to what you guys are saying, and I agree for both parts. You know, we have lost a lot of connections with the old times and the way things used to be done. But from a person who works from home, I have 2 daughters. I'm a single parent. They're homeschooled. I chose to homeschool them not because my oldest, she was sick and it was just easier. But to me, that's a way for me to keep my child safe with all these shootings that are going on in schools around us. Like, it's an easier way. My husband, I met on a gaming platform playing Call of Duty. So,
So you're inclined to stay in the crib.
I'm sorry?
You're inclined to stay in the house. If it makes you feel better, violent crime is actually down. The coverage is just city. Up. Maybe that might be. I don't know about your city. I can't speak to you. I can't speak to Lafayette. I don't know, but in America, it's down. But maybe you live in the hood and you got to keep your kids inside.
I don't live in the hood. I live in a white neighborhood. But the way I was raised, I came out of the hood, and I took nothing and made it into something. It's just easier to be online. You can choose and pick. You're going to meet so many more people who are just like you versus wasting your time talking to knuckleheads out in the street.
Yeah, but I think
people don't want to amount to nothing no more.
Well, there's a lot.
Online, you can be wherever you want to be.
That's true. That's why people do things like Second Life. Have you ever been on Second Life, Jude?
No, I was just looking at the Lafayette crime rate. It actually is 93% higher than the national average.
I wouldn't lie. Like, I work for the state. Wow. This is what I'm saying. It's just basically like I work in IT. I work for the state. I do different things. It was just a personal thing to keep my kids safe.
What do you think? How do you think your kids are going to be able to deal with people outside? Like,
when you have a child who's born with spina bifida and has no immune system.
All right. So what about the other? What about the other kid that can go outside?
Epileptic.
Jesus.
Well, so I think those are unique.
These are really unique
situations.
Yeah, but basically, like, my thing is, she still participates in regular activities like. My youngest, she's in dance, gymnastics. She does what she needs to do. Like, I don't keep her away from kids her age. The thing is that I feel that parenting starts at home. And to me, I had to break a lot of chains from where I grew up of a single-parent household. There was a lot of things that I wish my mom would have broke the chains up. So I did what I had to do to break those chains, to give them a fighting chance.
Well, there you go.
I mean, I absolutely hear what you are saying, and I completely respect your decision. I think as a society, when we operate collectively, not your instance in particular, but when we operate from place
special.
This is not speaking to you directly, but collectively, when we operate from a place of fear, again, we're going to isolate, and that just exacerbates the problems.
Yeah, they had that whole study where, like, you look at where kids used to play in the 60s, as opposed to in the 70s, it's the circle just shrunk and shrunk and shrunk and shrunk. Like, my mom back in the day would go miles. She would go miles from the crib and just be gone with her brothers and sisters, and then we would go miles. But, like, my daughter didn't go miles, but I didn't raise her, but, like, kids don't leave the crib, man. They don't go nowhere. They don't.
I forget which state or city it was where they actually just legalized the like free range parenting thing, because for a while parents were suddenly, I was the same way.
You get fucked up if you'll get in trouble with the law if your kid is outside, like, that's under 8 or some shit like that.
Exactly. Utah? Okay. So I guess it was Utah where they legalized that. And I'm a big proponent of that because
Me too.
I know I didn't, I was a good kid.
I'm way into being human.
But
that's fucking dope. Like, go be a human.
Developing independence and community at the same time by having a long leash as a kid, I think is really important.
Yeah, figure out how to problem solve on the fly, figure out fucking hierarchy, how to not get your ass whooped, how to
so many important lessons.
There's like 20 different ways to not get your ass whooped. You know what I mean? Like, for conflict resolution, you can whoop ass, you can crack a joke, you can deflect. But you have that teaches you that shit.
Having the space to be autonomous and make decisions even when you're younger is really important if we expect people to be able to do that the minute they hit 18.
Let's go to Nita in Atlanta. Go ahead, Nita.
Hey, Jude.
What's up?
Hey, Miss Anna, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
Oh, I'm well. So, I'm originally from Chicago, and I got a lot of family like in New York, places like that. And one thing I noticed is like when America started started making more suburbs and doing more suburban living, people had to go back to the cities and go somewhere else to get back with your people. You know what I mean? Because your tribe is your people that fuck with you and function like you function.
It's kind of funny, and you could it went. And before cities were populated, it was being out in the country with your fucking family,
right.
And then you leave your family to go to the city.
Your extended family, though.
Yeah.
There, There's actually there's a statistic, and I can't remember it exactly, but basically for every, say, 10 minutes that you commute, your social interaction goes down significantly. So when people are commuting out to the suburbs, I mean, your observation is correct.
I can attest to that. Like, even just working here, like once I drive home, like you're
done.
Yeah, and then I was saying with travel as well, because I got like a lot of homies who are like gamers, and gaming done got crazy.
It's crazy how many gamers are calling up, man. Like
it's a big right, because the gamers are now like 40, and they can afford all the cool stuff, and they can do everything they want to do. And I have friends who like go to Japan, and they like move there because that's where they people are.
But it's also where a lot of disconnected people are, people who are too tired when they get home to, have someone over for dinner. They're like, well, I'll just go connect with someone in a game.
Yeah, you always invite me to places, and I'm like, that is too fucking far. You're never gonna. I'll never see you.
I work very hard.
She tries to get me out. I'm like, no.
It's not for lack of trying to give Jude a community.
Roy in Iowa.
Hey, Iowa. I'm from Iowa originally.
Roy.
I love it. Iowa, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Right? This is Rody Roy. I come from that northwest corner. Everybody knows where that's at.
You're going to get into your point? Go. What do you...
I got
a
deal. I'm from the country, and I travel a lot, and I see a lot of folks, and I hear a lot of different stories, and everybody's got that problem, in their life or something going on, and they need them people, and I ain't no gamer or nothing like that. I only game, if anything, but this is the thing. There is no community. The churches did establish that, and I think with this social media, it's blown all that stuff out of the water. There is nothing for people to fall back on. You're just, running around as an independent, I guess.
So there's a sociological concept of a third place. And what that essentially means is that traditionally people had their homes, their work, and then they had their third place, which was where they would find community. Yeah. And so that might be a church, it might be a bar,
it used to be for
bar.
me my backgammon, and everybody's schedules changed, so I can't play backgammon with them anymore. But like that was my third spot,
and it's historically been a really important component in the fabric of how we socialize and how we form community, and that's sorely lacking now, which is sort of what he's alluding to.
Yeah. I think it's like that 1-2 punch of it's like it's a breakdown of family, the loss of religion, the increase of technology,
the more higher commute times, longer work hours too. That's the other thing that technology does, is it keeps us working all the time. Used to be you'd be done at say 5 p.m. and then it'd be family time.
All I do is fucking
But now we work all the time.
Yeah, I'm always on the fucking phone working.
So there's a lot of factors that we're contending with. You have to be so mindful to create community, to connect with it. It doesn't usually just happen for a lot of people.
And the one other thing we haven't got to is touch. Like, people need to be touched.
Absolutely.
So, like...
Why do I feel you're going to make...
So I'd like to help you right now, Anna.
I'm like, 3, 2...
People need to feel
reach
loved.
out and touch each other.
Yeah, just touch one another.
A little bit. It's for the good of humanity, really.
Just a nice, long hug.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, just rest it on your leg. Just hug.
I was I was at the farmer's market in Ojai yesterday, and there was this dude with a not one of those like kind of shady free hug signs. This was like a manufactured proper one that he had propped up, and he was just embracing every human being that would allow him.
I think that's cool, but like, yeah, I'm not even trying to sound like a dick, but that wasn't even a comment. I really meant it. Like, people there aren't like, you're online fucking, you're talking to people all day, but like you're not getting contact, and we're social creatures that need contact.
Even eye contact. Babies that don't get eye contact, they start to have serious psychological issues.
And fucking, they got all those studies in Russia with the orphans, with the kids that don't get fucking touched, like they turn into psychopaths and fucks them up.
And they can't overcome that. There's no amount of therapy that can completely overcome that. It's incredibly tragic. But yes, touch and eye contact are important. They're that important when you're really young, and it never ceases to be important.
Ashley.
Yes. Hey, Jude. Hey, Anna.
Hi.
So I'll try to keep this quick. So I've been in the military 12 years, and one thing I can say is I love it because there's a sense of community. We all share something in common. Now, what I can notice on the civilian side is when I go out in public, I can't relate to any of these people. It's just they don't wear the uniform, so they can't relate to my experiences. Another thing is I think technology has made us lazy. Mm-hmm. I know people who I can connect with people online, but when I see them in person, they're shy. They don't know how to interact. They don't know how to communicate. And I think that's the biggest thing for us. Technology has made us lazy and made it to where we can't communicate with one another. And last thing, what you said earlier, I think it really does help having both parents in the household. I grew up with just my mother, and when I joined the military, that's when I felt like I had a real family. Just seeing her raise 3 children by herself, I see the struggle. But once I got into the military, I had people that actually helped me out and navigate through life, showing me all the things she couldn't show me. So, yeah.
Well, that's dope that you're able to get that from.
Because I think realistically, while that is the ideal, it's just not practical for everyone. It's never going to happen. And so we don't want individuals who don't have that to think that they're permanently screwed. And so it's wonderful that there are still some institutions that can serve as kind of a surrogate family.
So, all right. So in closing, you can go, there's churches. Some people go to AA and shit like that. Like my AA buddies love fucking AA. They're always going to AA. Totally. That's where they're getting their community.
Yeah.
Hobby groups.
Yep.
Online gaming seems to be like the common answer.
Yeah. Or create it yourself. I used to host big karaoke parties back in New York. That was, or I, roller skated in Central Park with the skaters there. That was a huge sense of community. Or host things at your own place. More house parties. That's the answer. More house parties is the answer. That's all we need, really, is more house parties.
There it is. Anna, it's always good having you on here.
Thanks.
You can start up your life. Hustle and Hack Your Way to Happiness is the book. Cop that shit on Amazon and all other fine bookstores. Thank you so much, Anna.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling zones in the set.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Hey. Shout out to the doc. Anna Akbari. The fuck is her name? Let me pull up and give me 2 seconds.
1,
2. What a dick. They got to Google Anna Akbari. Start Up Your Life. Hustle and Hack Your Way to Happiness is the name of her book. Boom. When you go to fucking Google shit, it's like the Google, it says age, bio, Ph.D, wiki, then Shay 45. But damn, that's fucking out cold. Like age comes up. Wonder what my shit comes up after me. Rude Jude, Shay 45, Jenny Jones book. All right, not bad. Net worth. I checked that shit out. I wish. Someone needs to tell my bosses it's serious what my fucking net worth is so they can catch up. Instead of them, my net worth is $2 million. I know, it's funny, right? Everybody who works at Sirius is laughing because they're like, yeah, right. Okay, $2 million. Good luck. $2 million. Someone send this to my boss so they can see. Should be though. I wonder if I would work harder. You know what I mean? Like, would I like talk harder? Would I really put my all into it? They pay me what I was worth. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? All right. News with John is coming up next. John's net worth, by the way, is 72 cents.
That is not far from true.
I looked it up. It says it on the same fucking website, and they're known to exaggerate.
In a bag of clothes.
You got college loans?
I'm winding those down, but yeah, they're still coming after me. That is a fucking, oh God, don't do it.
That's why I be telling people think like, yo, I know. People think I'm fucking crazy when like people call in like, should I be in college? I'm like, I don't know. Should you? What are you studying?
Or just go to community college. It's the same thing. Just don't spend the money I did. It's crazy.
How much you spend on your college?
I mean,
what was it a year?
It's like $24,000.
And that was back in the 90s.
Now that'd be like $45,000, $50,000 a year. It's crazy.
And you don't get shit. I know. And the motherfuckers like they graduate with some bullshit ass degree and fucking like.
That was a mistake.
Fucking. Like, yo, dude, you go to college and you get a fucking like gender studies degree. Like, what do you like? Who? Like who at a fucking at like a business firm or like some science like a hospital? Like I need someone that can explain gender to me. Like you just blew $100,000, then you can come out here all angry.
How do I have history and philosophy?
What a dick! If only someone could tell me the history. And the worst part about it, you never have told me the history and nothing.
It was Russian history. You know how long ago that was? I mean,
you went for Russian history?
I think it was my focus for some reason.
Here's the Russian history. They got fucked up a bunch of times.
Yeah.
The end.
Ballers.
And now they're here. I don't fuck with Russians, bro. They've taken so many ass whoopings and just are still here. I'll leave them motherfuckers alone, bro.
They're different.
Fuck yeah. When we play black, white, or other, like we did today, they don't count as white. We don't count them as white. They're on their own shit, bro. Them Russians on their own shit. I don't fuck with them.
At first, I didn't understand that, but now hanging out with you long enough, I agree entirely. Just watching all those videos and the craziness over there.
You studied Russian history, bro.
Yeah, but I never thought of them as other.
They're Slavs.
True.
I mean, just right off rip. I mean, like, that's one good distinction if you want to fucking be a dick about it.
Come around.
All right, man. Yo, here's news coming up next. Don't you go anywhere.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
And now, it's time for News from the Chin with John C. Matthews.
Roughly 87 million people had their Facebook data stolen or acquired by this research firm, Cambridge Analytica. And supposedly, starting today, you can see a notice as to whether or not you were caught up in that.
How do you find out? How does one find out?
Supposedly, again, I mean, I've asked around.
This is supposedly shit.
Well, they're saying that there's a notice at the top of your news feed, and it'll tell you either.
See, wait, Facebook is going to tell me if they took it?
I know. Well,
that's who's going to tell me? The very thieves? There's no, like, outside motherfucker that's like, hey, we saw.
No, it's Facebook. They
got you.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
But you'll see one or two things. One will just say, okay, it's time to update your privacy settings to see if you want to share your information with these people. Or the other...
Who the fuck wants to... Who's like, you know what?
What the hell would do that?
You know, I've been doing this. I've been getting this Facebook for free so goddamn long. Just fucking take my info. Check out who I called. Read my text messages. I heard they get everything. Like, even shit that's not, like, on Facebook. They just get it. Like, if it's on your phone, they get you.
I've been thinking about deleting it off my phone. Do you have it on your phone? The app?
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I don't... But I'm on Instagram, and that's owned by Facebook, so I'm sure they're fucking just fucking killing me. I got shadow banned on that shit. Like, they shadow banned me.
Why?
I posted some shit that they ain't like. I don't even want to talk about the shit I posted, but I posted some shit that they ain't like, and I got shadow banned.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you figure that out?
Because my views dropped. Because I got the check mark, so I can see what... Because of the algorithm, they don't post... Like, everybody doesn't see all my posts. You'd have to literally click on my shit to see all my posts. It doesn't come up in the feed. So, I'm posting these pictures, and they're getting, like, half of the views that I usually get. And I kind of went back to see when it started, and it was, like, right around when I posted this really controversial picture.
Now I want to know what it is.
I was getting death threats. Like,
what?
Yeah.
All right.
And I just took it down. I was like, man, it's not worth. This is not the hand grenade. It's not the hill I want to die on. Like, I don't even give a fuck about this picture that much. I'm here to sell a book. So I took that shit down, and then after a while, like, my views went up to normal. But like, it chopped them bitches, like, noticeably. I'm like, damn, that picture's not performing that well. Oh, that's weird. That one isn't either. Shadowbanning. Yeah, it happened. I don't know, was it happened like around Thanksgiving or some shit? Christmas?
What would you have posted?
Are we posting some wild shit?
I believe it.
I do. I post some wild shit, boy. And I bet you some people at home, they know. They're like, oh, I bet you that, yeah. They know. Motherfuckers will follow me. One more Jude.
So the likelihood that you were caught up in this seems kind of high because it's 87 million people, but the characters out there who took these personality quizzes, they're the ones who definitely got caught up into it because that's how all this information gets.
Man, that's like, are you which Targaryen are you? Like that shit.
Who
like,
the fuck is doing that?
Man, I done that shit.
No,
like,
you haven't.
I did.
No.
I did it, and I didn't even give a fuck. It was like, which Sex and the City character are you? And I never even saw the show.
That's what they're doing, though. When you take those quizzes, that's when they get you.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I was bored one day. It just came. I don't even remember which one I was. I know I wasn't the redheaded one. I wasn't. I think I was the whore. Whoever was the whore, I must have been Samantha or fucking Sarah Jessica Parker. One of them two. I wasn't the uptight one.
I'm still shocked that you did this. I'm distracted by that.
I just thought it was so dumb. I was like, this is the stupidest quiz ever. But I gotta know which Golden Girl I am.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Is like the Golden Girls. Like, I'm like, who am I? So yeah, I know they got my. They been had my shit. My face is scanned. They probably got my retinas. They got everything on me. So I work in the public. They got me. It's over.
Absolutely.
They 87 million, but how many people are on Facebook? Like 300 million or something? They, like gang of motherfuckers on Facebook.
Was it 2.2 billion worldwide?
Oh yeah, so like 87 million ain't that much if you really think about it. Like,
seems like a big number. Yeah.
What was it, like a quarter or some shit?
Yeah.
So there's a good chance if
with you after that quiz, hearing that you did the quiz, I can almost promise you got caught up in that.
I'm Samantha.
Man, was it worth it?
To know I'm Samantha? Yep. They already knew, bro. They been had my shit, dog. I felt like as soon as I bought the phone, like as soon as I jumped onto this shit, like I gave up. I was like, it's over. It's over. I'm like, I'm being bugged. But I was always paranoid, so I just needed to believe that so that I can continue on operating on my fucking computer phone.
Well, you've threatened to go to the flip phone, and I saw an older guy at the bar the other night, and he had the flip phone. I said, you know what? Looks good.
Can't wait. I'm telling you, I can't wait. Let me get some more money. Let me make a couple $1 million. Let me make some millions. I'm going to go flip phone. And you see me with that cricket. What is it? The jitterbug. It's the jitterbug. See me with that jitterbug. It's a wrap, boy.
You've arrived.
I was at the flea market and I was getting this dude's number because I was gonna buy some of his records, and he broke out the fucking flip phone. I was like, damn, dog. Like I was just so jealous. I'm like, man, he's
crossed over.
Yeah, this guy was fucking. He never left. You know what I mean? Like he was just some old dude. I'm like, man, he don't even know how good he has it. All I do is I'm on that fucking phone all the fucking time. I'm addicted.
Well, today again, these warnings going out, but I've not talked to anybody, and I've spoken to 10 people already. No one has seen this warning yet.
So wait, if I just open up my Facebook, it should be on that bitch?
That's what it said.
It
had started this morning. I've not seen. I reached out to people in other states.
I'm opening it up right now. Nah.
Nada. Should be right at the top.
I don't fuck with Facebook. I can't, like it. I got like the public and the private persona shit. Like I can't keep up with this shit. It's fucking. Yeah. I don't know how to fucking. People send me messages. I don't get them for fucking 2 months because I don't know how to fucking do it. And they think I'm an asshole. I'm like. Yeah, it's not on there. I don't They're following you, dog. Even if that shit ain't the Cambridge shit, they still got you. Like, it's a wrap. You done.
Of course. And going in and changing these settings.
Doesn't fucking matter.
No.
And I went and looked at, they do that whole thing where it tells you about yourself. Like, they're wrong about me. They ain't even got me fucking figured out. So I'm like, haha, bitch. Keep thinking what you thinking. What else?
Backpage.com is finally no more.
God damn it.
They were...
Where am I going to get a fucking hooker?
Dark web.
This is some bullshit. Like, goddamn, man. First Craigslist, and now fucking Backpage.
Well, Backpage, I remember many months ago, they shut down their adult section, but then all the ads migrated to dating.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Shit just gets shit. And, like, Backpage was way grimier than Craigslist. Craigslist was like, they're just making it, it's going to get grimier and grimier and grimier. Like, this is what they're bummed out about? Motherfuckers selling, like, two adults having a fucking transaction?
Well, that's part of it, but the other bad part are the kids that are being sold on there, and that's what they were really concerned about.
Oh, that's going to stop kids being sold.
Hey, I don't know.
In real talk, like, if I'm trying to buy a kid, I'm not going to fucking Backpage, dude. Like, the real kid buyers are probably going to some fucking dark web Tor shit. Like, the real fucking buyers of children.
Yes, that's where, and some people suggest, okay, now it's already there, but they're going to start flocking there. And back at the desk, I poked around, and you could find some sites.
You were on tour,
right?
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, a motherfucker, like I gave up hookers, but like a motherfucker like me, dog, like I'm just a normal, average, everyday Joe. Like, let's say I want someone to come over and give me a back rub and jerk me the fuck off. Now what do? Hit up Soothe and just hope?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I'm sure. There must be some places on Craigslist now that they're hiding. I would think.
Craigslist, I don't know. That's the last time I did. I got robbed. I got talk robbed by the fucking that chola bitch. So like, basically, I'm feeling uncomfortable. So I'm gonna like leave right now. It's like, motherfucker.
But
and to y'all that said that I should have beat her up and got my money back, you're wrong. I played that one right.
Yeah, no, I for one never said that.
Well, people calling up, they're like, I would have beat her fucking ass. I'm like, I got a lot to lose to be fucking fighting over. You got me, lady. Well played.
How much do you want?
I think she got me for like 200 or some shit. 250. It was 200 or 250. I can't remember.
So it was
2. Because, you know, that's the problem with me. Like, I get on there and then bargain hunt, man. Which is not a good idea. You should not bargain hunt.
250? Is that everything? Like, vaginal?
Nah, I just wanted to fucking back rub and jerked off.
Okay. Is that kind of high for that? Just a back rub?
I don't even remember, dog. That's what I'm saying. It's usually 100 if you go somewhere, so I figured, you know, you pay extra for it to get delivered to you. Which is not, you're not even relaxed either, because you got to hide. Like, I hid everything in the crib. Like, I hid all my valuables. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even relaxed. I'm fucking on edge because I got some weird stranger coming over.
Yeah.
And guess what? And then I got real high. Nothing. Oh, yeah. I got really high, too. So, like, I really shouldn't have done that. But now I can't even do that.
Again, I could take care of you if you wanted that.
I don't want to have to go on the fucking dark web.
That's a serious commitment.
That's what I'm saying, dog. Like,
not everyone's going down there.
I got a listener. I hooked up with a listener. Shout out to you. And we met up at the coffee thing, and he hooked up the dark web so I could go on the dark web on my fucking computer, and I never did it because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a dumbass. Like, I'm gonna end up getting all my information stolen because I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, it's not like that. There's just like the hidden wiki, and then you go and they've got other links and all that.
Man,
shit.
he sent me he showed me some page, bro. It looked like eBay for heroin. It was fucking crazy, dog.
I know.
I was like, this heroin, that heroin, 1 ounce of cocaine. You know, it was like,
you want your crystal meth? I've got it over here.
They got everything. I know, and pictures of it and shit. I was like, damn, dog.
But the part I don't get is then you're supposed to mail it to yourself. I mean, I would be so freaked out by that.
The mail? Bro, you know how many packages are getting sent all the fucking time?
Yeah, but they'll just, again, on principle, hey, I want to get some crystal meth, mail it to me, and then suddenly, I would be so freaked out by that, but I don't know.
I guess I would, too. That's why I don't have crystal meth mailed to me, John.
But they were
so where can they go? Where can people go if Backpage is getting shut down? What's the next step? We're supposed to be helpful. You got to go dark web now? They don't have. There's no other fucking sites.
I did a quick search back at the page.
What happens with the Backpage? Damn, dog. Backpage and affiliate websites have been seized.
Yep, happened on Friday. The guy.
This is the first time I ever want to say fuck Trump, dog.
Now, the FBI raided the home of Michael Lacey, a founder of Backpage, and there was a lot of law enforcement activities. They're in some big trouble. Well, I mean, just get this. So, Backpage increased the revenue to $135 million in 2014 from $5.3 million in 2008. They were making money, man.
That's because Craigslist got shut down. They didn't do anything better. The fucking Backpage sucked. I like Craigslist better for hookers, but so oldest profession in the world. Just legalize this shit, man. Just legalize it.
Well, let's see.
2 consenting adults.
But
yo, you legalize it, you can cut down on the fucking child shit.
Would you?
I'm sure you have to rent. Like, if I'm a hooker, gotta go to like hooker registration and be like, hey, let me get my hooker card. And then they'll like show me your ID, and they're like, you're not old enough to be a hooker. Come back when you're 18. These fucking like, I don't condone these pimps out here turning out fucking 11-year-olds and shit. Like, that shit ain't cool. But I think you're kind of conflating the issues. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe. I mean, that's what they were all arguing. That it was.
I know they argue that shit. They argue tons of shit to take away your rights, even though it's not like a right. You don't have the right to. But they can't prove they can't. It wasn't. Hey, it doesn't say anything about sex. It just says for them to come over. That's what it says in there, and there'll be like 200 roses.
I don't know if I want you as my lawyer. I don't know if that works.
Yeah, because reason doesn't work. You gotta use fucking mumbo jumbo.
A severe bleeding condition when you smoke synthetic weed is now spreading to other states beyond Illinois.
Y'all gotta stop this synthetic weed shit, man.
Who's doing that?
Enough people for it to get covered. Like, Capsule's been going crazy off this shit for like 10 years now. Like, I keep hearing all these fucking, like, first-hand or one person away of cats just smoking that shit, going to the fucking gas station, buying the spice and shit like that, and then going crazy. Like, chill that shit out, dog. And this is from a drug user. I'm like, hey, man, find something better. There's a better way. And you smoking some shit to make your eyes bleed? Are you fucking kidding me? I did like, that's some good shit. Oh, damn, my eyes is fucking blood, son.
Look at it flow.
I'm leaking. Like, fuck that, dog.
But they're suggesting that the reason this is happening is because it's been laced, this batch, with rat poison. So you're smoking rat poison to get high.
Those are the drug people that really bum me out. Like, y'all couldn't find them. You lacing it with rat poison? I wonder if there's a way to test that shit or something for rat poison. I love those research chemicals too. Like, I love them. Like
what?
I don't know, man. I used to do this one all the fucking time, 5-MeO dog, but I chilled that shit out. It felt like it was fucking fun to fuck on. And actually, I used to get rubbing tugs on that shit, and it was like you get such a good body buzz. I wouldn't even want anyone to touch me unless I was on it. I'd be like, this is a waste. Get your hands off me.
I really don't understand this. Why are you calling them research chemicals?
That's what they're called. They're called research chemicals.
And then you do it for the side effects of these research chemicals?
They call them that because you can't, like, that's how they make them legal. Like, you're not supposed to be doing them. You're supposed to be doing research with them. And then people do them. Because
the side effects get you wasted.
They're made for it. It is not the side effects. They're made for it, and then they're called research chemicals. I'm surprised you don't know about this, John.
I mean, I've only heard about it through you, but I've never...
Like that, all that fake weed shit, like that's all research chemicals. All that, like, fucking powdered weed. I showed that shit out too.
Huh.
The emerging drug threats, research chemicals.
Exclamation point.
Because all they got to do is, like, they just remix drugs that are out. Like, oh, you want to fucking... They got like a fake ketamine. Like, you want to... You like ketamine? Try metamine or some shit like that. Straight up, like, is that fucking... They'll just switch up. They switch up a couple little molecules, get a similar effect, boom.
And you buy this stuff on the street? I mean, I could find it.
No, you can't. I think it's on the dark web, and then, like, there's certain websites that got that shit. That's how I came up on that Japanese Xanax that was knocking me out for a while. Man, I wish I could find that again. That shit was awesome. Japanese Xanax was a motherfucker. Because, you know, they be stressed over there. Yep. Like, family and shit. Put you down. Just saying. I'm just saying.
You want to hear about sleeping?
Yeah. I used to sleep like a motherfucker off that Japanese Xanax.
There's a position that's better than others when it comes to a good night's sleep. Can you guess what it is?
On your back.
That's right. Okay, you nailed it.
It's on your back, bro. You're supposed to sleep on your fucking back. It's mad hard to do. I go fucking fetal with a pillow between my legs sometimes, or I go on my back, one of the two.
Most people,
because if you go side, like my knees knock, and that shit is irritating as fuck.
And it can also cause shoulder and hip pain. I can attest to that.
Yeah, because you dig in your because you sleep on the floor like that. You got to sleep on your back if you're going to be sleeping on the floor, John.
Yeah, I woke up this morning on my side. I was like, oh, God, what the fuck? Oh, that's right. I'm on the fucking floor. I got to fix that this week. This is just, it's too much.
It's like, man, you're just like, you baby step your way into being a human.
You would not believe the pressure sleeping on the floor puts in your hips if you're on your sides. I mean,
I
you
no.
can actually feel both of your hips.
Yeah, I've had to sleep on the floor before, bro. Like, I don't like doing that shit. And if you do it, you got to sleep on your back.
Yeah.
Because everything else, yeah. Because everything, you just fucking up your whole alignment. Like your shoulder starts digging up into your neck. It's like, now you like 8 hours of that shit. You wake up, you feel like you just got beat up.
Yeah.
John, you got to get a bed. You too old.
I know that.
Just too fucking old to be doing this shit.
I know that.
Get you some fucking memory foam or something and just lay that on the floor if it makes you feel better.
That's a good idea. Solid
or go,
advice.
there's a gang of on Western. There's a gang of them Korean spots. Just go grab you a bed from one of there, man. They cheap.
Yeah, I know. Well, the problem is, and this is just me making an excuse, but the bed bug surge here in L.A. I don't want to get some sketchy bed. I
didn't say to buy a used bed, John. I said a new bed.
Okay.
Alex says IKEA. I'm a snob. I won't buy anything from IKEA, but
I don't care.
Yeah, you can't, bro. There's a gang of spots.
Should I get on the futon road, or am I too old for that? It's like I'm in college again. Jesus. But hey, the girls come over. Hey, look, it's a couch. It's a bed. No. No, I won't do that. I might do that.
John, don't do that.
All right. I won't do it. I promise.
John. This is why the dog fucks you, because you think like this, man. You're not alpha. You don't think alpha. That's not an alpha thing to think. Like, I should get a full time. Like, maybe in 82, if we was in 1982 and you said that would have sounded halfway acceptable. But, like, right, bro, it's 2018. You talking about you're 40-something years old with a futon?
It's not good.
That's almost more depressing than sleeping on the fucking floor.
I wouldn't go that far, but I
it's a cunt hair away.
I see your point.
Fucking cunt hair away, John.
It's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not.
I'm trying to think of like what levels of depressing. You got floor, air mattress, futon.
I'll see.
God, I bet you got no art up on your walls, do you? It's probably just bare. Your room's probably bare as fuck, isn't it?
Oh, it looks like a prison cell.
Man, it probably smells like sour milk in there. It's just dusty as dusty, John.
Looks like I'm a patient or something. Institutional.
What are you doing, man?
It's only been a couple of weeks, several weeks. I've got to get up to speed here, get some cash flow going.
Go to one of them hood gas stations and get you a Scarface poster or some shit like that. They got them pre-framed, like the world is mine.
It's not a bad idea.
Believe in yourself. Just look at it every day. Like, I'm gonna be Scarface in this bitch. Go out there, get up off of the floor.
Greet the day.
Don't let the dog fuck you.
I know. Just fucking Zion, the dog.
The dog's name's Zion?
Yeah. Don't ask.
John, man, how you supposed to do your job good here if you're getting fucked by a dog named Zion every goddamn day before I see you?
He'll grow into his own with the right training.
That is wishful thinking of a battered housewife. All right, that's the news.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Yo, that was the end of the show. I'm still looking at my fucking net worth. And why is it a picture of a fucking black guy? They don't even got they don't even have the right picture up. Rude Jude celebrity net worth. It's like a brother with a beard and like it's got a bunch of black chicks cheering for him. They got me fucked up. You know what it was? I think there's a brother that's a comedian down in Louisiana that calls himself Rude Jude. So that's probably where.
Can you even guess as to where they came up with this figure? I mean, is there any world in which this makes sense?
Rude Jude is an American radio DJ, personality who has a net worth of $2 million.
I've got 2.5 over here.
Really? I'm on celebritynetworth.com.
I'm on famousnetworth.org.
The .org has me worth more.
Yeah.
That's why I don't trust them .orgs. Let me see. Do they got my face? They don't even. Yeah. Began career and all. Huh?
Is that even correct?
I think it was around. No, it was 99. I began my career. I've been at this shit for damn near 20 years, bro.
Has one of your credits as bad biology. What the hell is that?
I played a dope fiend in that bad biology. Yeah, you can look it up on YouTube. Yeah, you can look it up on YouTube. I'm doing I had more of a New York accent. I was on the East Coast. And I just, my old man's got an accent from Boston. So I sounded more like that. YouTube. She's like, where's my guinea pig or something? And I'm like, bitch, what? I was really good in it. That was the same guy that did Frankenhooker.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
The classic.
R-rated Rugged Man. All right, whatever. Anyway, that was the show, y'all. We got Chris on the boards, Keenan, associate producer, and on the phone. John does the news and is a producer. Alex is a producer. And shout out to Katie. All right, my name is Jude. Tune in tomorrow for more All Out Show. Peace.